Samsung has just released the first beta of its new One UI 6 software based on Android 14, and we have been using it for a few days now on the Galaxy S23 Plus. It brings a lot of new visual changes and features with a new font, new menus, new widgets, but let's see if these new features actually make a difference in real life, and stay until the end to see one really cool hidden feature. Here we have the smaller Galaxy S23 running on One UI 5.1, and on the other side we have the bigger Galaxy S23 Plus running on the new One UI 6.0 software. So the first thing you notice on the home screen is you now have these two big new widgets in One UI 6. Next, of course, comes the new Quick Settings drop-down menu, which gets a big overhaul. This is what Quick Settings looks like on One UI 6 compared to One UI 5.1. And we love that Samsung has now separated the most common items like the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in separate tabs at the top, and you can either tap on the icon to turn each one on or off, or you can tap on the text next to it to see all available Wi-Fi networks or Bluetooth devices. Nice and easy. Now, it's a small thing, but you no longer need to swipe down twice to see the brightness slider. It's shown right away, and you also get quick controls to turn dark mode and eye comfort mode on and off right from the quick settings menu. Overall, this new style looks much better in our opinion, and here's a trick. If you tap on the edit button in the quick settings menu, you can enable the instant access feature to reveal the full menu with just one swipe down from the top right corner. By the way, let me remind you that if you enjoy watching this video, a sub to the channel would be very helpful. It only takes one click and you'll get to see our newest videos first. Alright, next on the list of changes is something that I have been waiting to see for years, and it is finally happening. That change is the new emoji. Emoji on Android phones have always seemed a bit like an afterthought, and for lack of a better word, they just looked ugly. Now, good news is that finally, Samsung has new emoji that no longer look weird, ugly, or a combination of the two. These new emoji actually look more in line with emoji on iPhones or popular platforms like Facebook, so you can be sure that you see similar emoji reactions as all your other friends using different phones. But let me know, do you use emoji while texting, and do you appreciate this change as much as I do? Okay, back to the new features, and one other little improvement is this animated waveform that shows when you play music. This kind of small touches that combined make One UI 6 looks so much better than before. Next up, you'll also see a new camera interface in One UI 6 with some little but welcome tweaks. For example, it now only takes one tap to switch between a regular and a high-res 50 megapixel photo, and the Galaxy S23 Ultra you can also capture a 200 megapixel picture. Another change is when you go to the camera settings, the scene optimizer is now hidden deeper in the menus. Now, many people used to turn it off to get less saturated pictures, but Samsung seems to want to discourage that with this move. Now, in this very same menu, you also get a choice of 3 quality options for your pictures: maximum, medium, and minimum. So if you want the least amount of shutter lag, so you capture images faster, you should go with the minimum quality setting. Also, in video mode, you have a more intuitive menu to switch between resolutions and frame rates, which we really like, and a new icon for the super steady mode. Speaking of the little changes, open the gallery and you'll see we say Apple-inspired information button right in the middle. This used to be hidden behind the 3 dots menu earlier, but now it's much easier to see all the details about an individual picture. And Samsung is also making it easier to edit your photos, and we really like that you now have an undo and redo buttons, and you can even copy edits you have done to one photo and apply these edits to another picture, which is a nice touch. On the topic of images, Samsung has also improved the Smart Select feature in a small but meaningful way. So when you make a selection now, you can see the aspect ratio, so you can crop it the exact size you want. And best of all, you get a little magnifier glass that allows you to crop very precisely around the edges. One UI 6 also allows you to customize your lock screen more. You have new fonts for your clock, and you can now have it not just in the middle, but you can also move it to the sides, which is nice. And another welcome change is that Samsung has now separated the battery page in settings. Now, it used to be just one page in the device care menu, a bit difficult to access, but now it's its own thing. It has a better interface. For example, the protect battery option is now easy to see, and this allows you to limit your battery charge level to 85% to protect the battery in the long term, as these last few percentage points in the charging cycle actually help the battery degrade faster. And when you dig in the details, you can easily see your battery usage day by day for the past 7 days. Honestly, this is the best looking battery menu on any Android phone, and others should take a note here. Samsung has a bunch of new privacy features, and the biggest one is called Auto Blocker. You can find this feature in the security and privacy menu and settings, and it will block all apps from unauthorized sources and also run security checks on the apps you already have on your phone. Keep in mind that this feature is not turned on by default, so you have to go into the settings menu and turn it on manually, but it could be very useful, and especially for those users who are not well versed in technology, they could be at risk. The weather app itself also looks a bit different with the blue background and slightly different arrangement instead of the white background used before. But our favorite new widget by far is the custom camera one, which allows you to start a specific camera mode right from the home screen, and you can also resize it, customize the look, and make it bigger or smaller as you like. The new font is wider, it's much easier to read, it looks more modern, and it just makes a huge difference. So these are the changes we spotted in One UI 6. Here's a summary to recap it all. You have new widgets, the new and wider system font, the completely redesigned emoji, the new quick settings drop-down menu, new camera app UI, improved gallery and photo editing, better smart select, new lock screen customization options, new dedicated battery page and settings, and the new auto blocker feature in the security and privacy menu. Alright, so we promised you one really cool hidden feature for the end, so here it is. If you have One UI 6 on your phone, go to the settings, then about phone, then tap on software information, tap multiple times on the Android version field. Here you'll see the new Android 14 logo, and when you press and hold on it, it will start moving and it will reveal a secret Easter egg space game. In this game you get to be a spaceship, and your goal is to find and land on the 10 planets in that one solar system. The game is really fun, so make sure you try it when you receive the update. Speaking of that, One UI 6 is expected to arrive on a lot of Samsung phones, but the Galaxy S23 series will probably be the first one to get it this fall, while the Galaxy S22 and older phones will probably receive the update in the winter months. That's just a guess. So do you have a favorite new One UI 6 feature? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.